So to date, I have over 5,000 flights getting aerial media content for clients and going through all the growing pains of building all of my aircraft from scratch. You can check out my own personal work on steelcitydrones.com, and I love to share my work with you so that you can see some of the stuff that I have done in the past. Back in 2009, I started building a heavy lifter octocopter. That was my very first drone that I started working with. It was an octocopter, so that means 8 motors, 8 props, 8 booms. And I was trying to use it to be able to lift a digital SOR at the time, which is a 5D Mark II. And through trial and error, even on my very first attempt, it crashed. I had no prior RC flying experience, so to say that I had my growing pains was an understatement. Back then, the technology was extremely antiquated, especially on the gimbal side of things as far as stability goes. I probably have over 1,000 hours alone testing gimbal equipment and just heavy lifters in general, trying to make the best combination work because there was no formula for success. In 2014, I got my 333 exemption, but that exemption required me to go out and get a license to fly an airplane. Now, I made the mistake of choosing to get what's called a sports pilot's license instead of a regular private pilot's license. Why that was a mistake is because the type of airplane that you're allowed to train on and use is extremely light, much lighter than a regular Cessna 172. My CFI at the time told me that, if you learn how to fly and learn how to land on this aircraft, you can fly just about anything, which made me feel good. And the great thing about getting my pilot's license is that it gave me a truly different perspective that I never had before prior to flying an aircraft. It gives you the perspective of you have to have the mentality of looking at the worst possible thing that can ever go wrong. So as an example, on my check ride, my instructor, as part of the test, would pull the power completely out on the aircraft at random and required me to go through an emergency landing.
What are we doing? Engine just failed. I'm going to try to start it. Yep. Okay. Nope. It's not going to start. Okay. Car beats out. Yep. This the idle. Yep. 7700, 121.5. Make my Mayday call. Mayday, Mayday.
That really gave me a complete appreciation of what's the worst thing that can happen on a flight. And I really translate that into my flight training for my students because there is a lot of things that can go wrong with a drone flight. You want to be prepared for when something does go wrong instead of panicking. And panicking is the worst thing as a drone pilot that can happen. And it's happened to me when I was in my starting out training phases. I know what that feeling is like, and I try to at least prepare my students so that they don't experience that, so that I want to put them in the best possible position for success. I love teaching, and I love giving new flyers a perspective that many instructors can't give because of the experience that I have. I've seen it all, I've done it all, and it's really exciting to see where drone technology is going and where this industry is going to be in even 5 years. It's really hard to tell where that's going to be. But I really look forward to going down that path with you guys. And if you have any questions again, please always feel free to reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you out any way I can. Thanks.